What's up guys, Mike Hartman here from Plyometric Sports Training, and we're back with another video. We're gonna give you 11 of the best single leg plyometric exercises for footballers to help you become more explosive and dominate out there on the pitch.
Plyometric Sports Training.
Most of you've been watching our videos, you already know that single leg training is essential for footballers, both with our resistance training, so our traditional strength training in the gym, and also our plyometrics where we're developing that explosive power. I'm gonna give you the 11 exercises in a progressive order. We're gonna even tell you when to perform each exercise in which block. Will help you out with your programming so that you can truly train like a professional and get more out of your gym workouts. You'll notice most of the exercise selections we've made are gonna have a vertical focus. That's because they're gonna give you the most bang for your buck. You're gonna wanna start here, and they're gonna have great carryover into our horizontal and lateral planes. And remember, you'll implement these into your sessions after a solid dynamic warm-up. Now we're gonna give you the 11 exercises with some progressions, more variations, so you're gonna get plenty of exercises because we like helping you out and we wanna make you a better footballer out there on the pitch. Let's get into it. Kicking things off, exercises 1 and 2 are gonna be part of the extensive plyometric series, and you're gonna wanna perform these exercises always at the beginning of a session. The difference between extensive and intensive, extensive is gonna be more rhythm, it's gonna be less intensity, so you're gonna perform them with more reps or for a longer duration. We also like to use them to target specific joints like the ankle and foot complex, the knee, and the hip. Our first one, it's going to be our pogos. These can be performed in many ways. You can do them stationary, so doing them in the same place. You can do them forwards and backwards, sideways, or you can even rotate. The most important thing here, we're looking to be springy, minimize ground contact time, striking the ground with the ball of the foot throughout the entirety of the exercise. Exercise 2, it's going to be our split squat pulses. In exercise 1, we focus on the ankle foot complex. Now in this one, we're gonna focus on that knee joint. Again, these ones can be done with many variations. We can do our stationary, we can do a lateral variation with the front leg, we can add some rotation in, and we can change the depth at which we're doing the pulse at. So I recommend starting with our deeper ranges of motion, so getting low to the ground, and throughout the weeks you can progress into a more vertical stance. Guys, we gotta pause the video real fast. Please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you don't wanna miss out on our daily content. Your support truly helps our channel grow, helps motivate us to put out more free content to make you better footballers out there on the pitch. Now back to the video. All right, now we're gonna move into our intensive jumps, and the next 3 exercises are gonna have a great focus on our eccentric strength. Exercise 3, it's gonna be our sprinter step up jump. Here you'll position yourself on the side of a box or a bench, and then with our elevated foot, we're gonna drive off the surface, getting up high, and then landing with control. Like I said, we're gonna have an eccentric focus, so the landing on the next 3 exercises is gonna be everything. So don't rush the landing. We wanna do so softly, with control, not allowing the knee to cave in, and keeping the chest upright. Because we're on the side of the box, this is gonna allow us to have a great hip focus, so we're gonna get greater ranges of motion at the hip joint when we're jumping and when we're landing. Exercise 4 is gonna be very similar. Now we're gonna do our alternating sprinter step up jumps. But here you'll notice we're positioned behind the box or the bench. You're gonna perform these exactly the same, driving off that elevated foot, but while in the air, we're gonna alternate our feet, and then we're gonna land softly with control. Because the position of the box, we're gonna have a greater knee focus here. So we're gonna have less hip bend, more quad activation and stabilization through the knee joint. Exercise 5, we're gonna have our Bulgarian split squat jumps. You'll have your back foot elevated up onto a box, and then you're gonna drive off the front leg. And here you'll notice we're gonna get deeper ranges of motion, both at the hip and the knee joint. So exercises 3, 4, and 5, they're gonna complement each other very well, and that's why you should perform these first 3 exercises with our intensive plyometrics in your first training block. That means you'll train them for around 4 to 5 weeks before progressing on to the next training block. Exercise 6, we have our single leg box jump series. We recommend starting with a no counter movement jump. So this means you'll start from that bottom position and then use your arms and jump up onto the box. It's up to you whether you land with 2 feet or with 1 foot. Obviously the 1 foot landing is going to be much more difficult, so if you're not ready for that, start with the 2 feet landing. The next progression would be to take the arms away from the jump. So we'll add in the stretch shortening cycle, but now we're going to put our hands on our hips and then jump up onto the box. The final progression, we're going to put everything together and we're going to do that single leg box jump. Hopefully by now we can land on that 1 foot. Exercise 7 is our half kneeling box jump. Similar to those Bulgarian split squat jumps, we're going to be working from a deeper range of motion. As a footballer, it's so important that you're strong in all positions. That's why we work through different ranges of motions in our strength and power training. Again, with these, there's no stretch shortening cycle, so it's going to have a great concentric focus. You can use your arms and drive yourself up onto the box. Exercise 8, we have our single leg approach box jumps. This is a high velocity movement where we're putting everything together. You're going to approach the box with speed, plant your foot, and then jump up onto the box. You'll notice this is going to have great carryover in the sport because you're doing this action out there on the football pitch every time you go for an aerial duel. Most jumps in the game are done off of 1 foot. Our final 3 exercises are going to be all about explosiveness. So we're looking to launch and take off, getting high as possible. Exercise 9, our seated single leg box jumps. From a seated position, we're going to rock back, plant the foot, and drive up. Focusing solely on that concentric action, it's all about getting up high as possible. Other variations are going to include getting up onto a box or going over a hurdle. Exercise 10, it's going to be our step up launch. Here we're going to generate as much force as possible. We're going to punch that elevated foot off the surface, projecting ourselves vertically, forward, and land. Our final selection, exercise 11, it's going to be our banded overspeed continuous single leg jumps. The band's going to allow us to hit higher velocities and teach our body to move faster than it can. So pair up exercises 9 through 11 in that third block, the final phase of your program. And there you guys have it, 11 amazing single leg plyometric exercises that you need to be doing in the gym to help you dominate out there on the pitch. So the next thing that you need to do, get into a gym and get to work. If you guys need help programming your workouts or you need prefixed programs, head down into that description box below, visit one of the links, and we can get to work together. Now you guys already know what I'm gonna say. Smash that like button if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on any of our daily content. And keep working hard, keep getting better. We'll see you in our next video.